From Jamaica, winner of the Conference USA Indoor Championship in the 60-meter and silver medalist in the 100-meter at the Conference USA Outdoor Championships, Denae Mcfarlane. From the United States, a top-tier sprinter with impressive finishes on both the national and international stages, Taylor Anderson. From Barbados, a two-time Olympian who holds national records in the 100-meter, indoor 60-meter, and indoor 200-meter sprints, Tristan Evelyn. From the United States, a USA indoor champion in the 60-meter and a gold medalist at the NACA Championships, Shania Collins. From Jamaica, a silver medalist at the Olympic Destiny Series and bronze medalist at the Lignano meeting, Shockoria, Wallace. From Guyana, an Olympian and Pan American Games silver medalist, she holds the national record in the 100-meter sprint at 11.07 seconds, Jasmine Abrams. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's 100-meter sprint competitors.
All right, you guys, we've got Brian here at the desk. Now, Brian, what do you hope for these ladies?
You know, the thing I heard from these athletes is no matter where you're at in your career, whether you're trying to get back to where you were when you were 21 years old or whether you're in your prime and trying to be your very best, this is the best opportunity these athletes have had in their entire life. Someone's going to walk away with $250,000, probably more money than they've made in their entire athletic career.
I want to remind the audience at home, if you win an Olympic gold medal as an American, you get $37,000. You win the race tonight, $250,000. So just to put in context what this moment means, what these next 11 seconds quite literally mean for every one of these women as they set up their blocks.
You know, the thing that they tell me as well is they learn things about their body and their training that they've never learned before, which came about from measurement. The enhanced games, they really deserve credit. They did it well, right? They taught the athletes you can measure robustly, you can tune protocols, and you can achieve peak performance. That is just not present. You don't have that feedback loop with the measurement cycles.
Yeah, I want to make this one note. I was talking to one specific athlete on the track, and she said, when I was a little girl dreaming of being a professional athlete, this is what I thought it would be like. And I quote, I want to keep y'all just up to date on what this means for these athletes. Like Jennifer, the fact that they said, hey, when I was a little girl, having dreams of being a pro, enhanced was the care I thought I would get, the nutrition I thought I would get, the attention to detail I thought I would get, the doctors, the physio, the experts I thought I would get. They didn't necessarily get that with USATF. They're getting that with enhanced, and that is so special.
Absolutely. I've heard some of them say, I thought I was living the dream, but I'm actually living the dream now because they get all that support. And then they can support others, which I think is such a priority here. You know, you work your whole life and you don't get any reward from the sport. But here, you can.
There's such an incredible note. Last thing I want to say on this matter, Brian, is some of these athletes run their fastest time, 19, 20, 21, is freshmen, sophomores, juniors in college. To run your personal best maybe 10, 11, 12 years later, that is huge. And it's not just huge for the women on the track, it's huge for you at home because you have to understand if you can peak again at 35, at 40, however old you might be watching this, let these athletes be an inspiration to you behind the camera. This is a monumental moment, not just for us three at the desk, but for the greater world at large.
Absolutely, and Brian, you know it, that longevity matters, and even our viewers at home can research it and look into it.
Not only that, the medicines and enhancements that will be coming in the coming years, with AI helping us discover better drugs, better enhancers, this will change the game where you don't reach your peak at your late 20s. You can potentially come back and compete at the absolute top level.
Wow. Well, I can't wait. Are you guys ready for the competition?
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Brian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, JK, Isaiah, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Jen. All right, well, Isaiah, here we go. This is the main event for the women, the 100 meters. And Shania Collins, when you look at this, is the only runner who has run sub-11.
You absolutely are right. She talked about running a 10.92. That is her personal best. That is 23 miles per hour at peak speed for those that haven't gotten a ticket in the school zone before. Shania Collins is an absolute beast. She, like you mentioned, she's sub-11 seconds, but she's also an indoor champion, okay, as far as the 60 meters. Majority of the women here are really fast in that first 60 meters. There's a way for her to be able to substantiate herself from everybody else.
How about Shockoria Wallace, the 32-year-old from Jamaica?
Listen up, Shockoria Wallace is the one that people need to be aware of. She comes from a prestige training program, the MVP Track Club out of Jamaica. We have put out a lot of great runners such as Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price, Sharika Jackson, Asafa Powell. She has the training prior to coming to the Enhanced Games. Now she's enhanced. She's going to be one that you have to be concerned about winning this race.
Night is here. We see people in the front row standing up near the finish line. Let's go out and have the lane assignments right now.
The runner lane assignments. In lane 1, Denae Mcfarlane. In lane 2, Taylor Anderson. In lane 3, Tristan Evelyn. In lane 4, Shania Collins. In lane 5, Shockoria Wallace. And in lane 6, Jasmine Abrams.
Those are the assignments for this 100-meter race. The world record time, 10.49 by Florence Griffith Joyner back in 1988. Here we are in 2026. We had a heat earlier. Tristan Evelyn, a non-enhanced athlete, won that.
And Justin, I believe there's an opportunity to see at least 2 personal bests. Don't think that the world record's at risk here, but personal best, absolutely.
Would you look at lanes 3, 4, and 5 as your main ones? Evelyn, Collins, Wallace?
Very much so. And look at lane 5. Wallace, very powerful runner.
Set. For the 100 meters, they're off. In lane 5, Shockoria Wallace comes up lame. Now in lane 3, it's Tristan Evelyn. Tristan Evelyn to the finish line.
Tristan Evelyn separated herself by the time they got to the middle of the track. You talk about somebody who has completely reinvigorated their career. Listen, she was at peak speed. 28 years old, coming into it, ran at 11.14, ran at 11.25 tonight. Kudos to her and the rest of the field.
Tristan Evelyn takes first, Shania Collins second, and Taylor Anderson third. Barbados, USA, USA.
Let's check them out at the start here. You guys are going to see, look at the dry face. Digging, wins the first 20 meters, gets to the stand-up point right there in the middle. Now she's at top speed and simply just carrying herself all the way through. Kept the separation, kept the distance. Nobody was going to catch her.
Shockoria Wallace in lane 5 pulls up.
Yeah, you hate to see that. I talked about the power. Sometimes power works to your advantage, but at other times you see it there. Peak athletes, when you have that much power that you're applying, that force application, at times you can pull a muscle. I hope that she's going to be okay.
Tristan Evelyn, what it means for her, a non-enhanced athlete, second non-enhanced athlete we've seen win in these events today.
And this is huge for her. When you go back and listen to her story, okay, she came into this Enhanced Games wanting the opportunities that haven't been provided to her before. Getting the science, getting the data, getting the performance training, the nutrition, all the things that she was missing so that she can be a peak athlete. This $250,000 that she just won tonight goes towards her being able to continue being at a peak athlete, and so that she can foresee herself being an even faster athlete in the future.
Hunter Armstrong, now Tristan Evelyn, the non-enhanced athletes who have won tonight. Down to Sam.
Tristan, the winner of the 100-meter women's race, everyone! $250,000. Tristan, you're here as a non-enhanced athlete. Tell us, how was that run?
I can't even put it into words. I'm just so grateful.
You've been through such a journey. You've been to Olympics. You've broken records. Where does this stack up for you?
This is everything. This is my childhood dream coming true.
And when you first came into the Enhanced Games, were you confident? Did you know that as an enhanced athlete, you could go on to win tonight?
Absolutely, I believe in my ability. For a lot of years, I've doubted myself, but this time I wanted to be confident in who I am and in the work that I've put in, and I did that tonight.
You were fantastic tonight. Enjoy every moment. Congratulations. Back to you, Emmanuel.
All right, well, we have got a fresh face up here on set, and you might recognize him. It is Cody Miller, and he is fresh off 2 races